Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Pauline Verzosa. The Philippine Navy called the recent harassment incident in the West Philippine Sea as China's most aggressive posture in history. A trusted source told News 5 that this is the closest the China Coast Guard got to our vessels. This was also the first time the CCG used weapons to threaten our troops in a resupply mission to BRP Sierra Madre. The incident that happened on Monday led to Seaman First Class Underwater Operator Jeffrey Facundo's thumb getting cut off.
Historically, this would be the most aggressive posture that they have done. They came close because they were after the ribs. They were after the boats, not the ship. This barbaric, this piracy, they are thieves. This illegal, coercive, aggressive, and deceptive actions of China does not reflect the intention of their country to be a global power. Other countries have to be wary of this.
Experts weigh in on the participation of the Philippine Navy in the country's resupply mission in the West Philippine Sea. Here's an excerpt from their interview on Storycon.
We were surprised that the Navy SEALs, Filipino Naval SEALs, were used in those supply missions to the BRP Sierra Madre. What's happening? Is there a feud, or is there a? I understand that the National Security Council was not aware of this move.
I can understand to some degree, the desire to mix it up, to do something different, because I think, over time there was a sense that the Philippines was doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result.
Not working, in short.
Right.
We're talking about measured transparency.
Well, it's not just the transparency. It's the actual, the way that the ships would go and approach the shoal, where that they would meet the supply boats. All of these things, there was a certain sameness to them, and I think that there was probably some desire to be able to do something different, to see if they couldn't sort of, try a little extra stealth, a little extra speed, something different to change it up. Now, I mean, obviously the result was not what anybody wanted, but it was different.
Originally, when we talk about a resupply mission, it's actually a military mission.
Okay.
That's the reason why we have seen the Navy there. It just so happened that first we are giving more emphasis now to the Philippine Coast Guard, because of course when we talk about the West Philippine Sea, we would want to see the role of police power. That's the reason why we are empowering the Philippine Coast Guard, because issues surrounding the West Philippine Sea should be a civilian issue and not a military issue.
So are we seeing a question for both of you? We're seeing a difference in approaches and a difference in policy, at least in insights, from the NSC side and from the DND side. Is that what we're seeing right now?
Well, I mean, I think certainly, specifically with respect to transparency, there was a difference here, right? There were not embedded reporters. There were not immediate. We didn't see the footage immediately. It took a little while for all that to come out.
Did it work?
Well, I mean,
Plan B?
I mean, clearly it didn't. It did not appear to produce a successful resupply, at least from what we've seen, right? And clearly we can't keep having that kind of a result. I mean, I'm speaking as simply an observer, right? So I think that we are certainly at an inflection point.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Let's now take a quick look at today's other headlines. The Philippine Star reports that PAOK has ordered the freezing and preservation of assets of the Pogo Hub in Porac, Pampanga. The commission has also asked the Justice Department to deport over 150 Chinese nationals apprehended during the raid. And over at Business World, the country's balance of payments position swung to a surplus in May, according to Bangko Sentral data. The BOP position stood at a surplus of $1.997 billion, a turnaround from the $439 million deficit a year ago. The Department of Migrant Workers, or DMW, clarified that the Filipino seafarer in MV Tudor remains missing. This is in contrast to the White House's report that the seafarer died after the Houthi rebels attacked the bulk carrier on the Red Sea. However, DMW confirmed that MV Tudor has already sunk into the Red Sea because of the damage it sustained from the attack. The agency has already visited the family of the missing seafarer to provide debriefing and psychosocial intervention.
We cannot officially confirm his death or his passing. He is missing. And as I said, we continue to provide support to the family.
In Pampanga, a new state-of-the-art machine is now in use to automatically sort biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. They say this is a great help in making some discarded items more profitable. Mobile Journal Francis Orsio has the story.
Malaking hamon sa bansa ang waste management dahil mano-mano ang paghihiwalay sa iba't ibang klase ng basura. Pero paano kung may teknolohiya nang pwedeng magamit sa pag-segregate ng mga ito? Libo-libong tonelada ng basura ang nakokolekta sa buong Pilipinas kada araw. Katunayan, noong 2022, tinatayang nasa 59,000 tons ang daily average waste generation sa bansa. Kaya malaking hamon ang proper waste management. Pero may solusyon na dyan ang isang private company na Prime Integrated Waste Solution. Sa pamamagitan yan ng kanilang automatic material recovery facility na natatangi pa lang sa Pilipinas.
The waste that is transferred to the system, it goes through a conveyance and then is transferred to what we call a vibrating sieve. So this vibrating sieve is, think of it like a strainer with 3 layers. So if this strainer or this sieve will start to vibrate intensely or vigorously, and the wastes are then separated into 3 layers.
Dito, automated ang paghihiwalay ng mga basurang nabubulok at hindi nabubulok. Pwede ring maitabi ang mga pwedeng i-recycle, habang ang iba naman ay kayang ma-convert into sustainable fuel na mapapakinabangan para sa paglikha ng alternative energy. Habang yung ibang organic waste tulad ng diapers, sanitary napkins at mga nabasag na salamin ay mabusising isinisilid para hindi mag-leak at lumikha ng methane emission na nakadadagdag sa polusyon.
There are fast recyclables that we can sell out right away, like for example, cardboards, scrap metals, things like that. And then yung organics will be stored for later use for the waste fuel process. And then may mga residuals tayo that will have to be set aside already.
Sa ngayon, meron ng automatic material recovery facility ang Pampanga at Cebu. Gumagamit sila rito ng iba't ibang high-tech na makinarya tulad ng vibrating sieves, balers, shredders at complex conveyance system. Sa tulong nito, napipigilan daw ang posibleng paglikha ng 330 tons ng carbon emission o polusyon sa buong Pampanga kada araw. Plano naman ng Prime Integrated Waste Solution na palawigin pa ang ganitong teknolohiya sa iba pang lugar sa bansa at magkaroon ng smaller version para sa mga barangay at munisipalidad. Ang ganitong teknolohiya, malaking tulong para sa kalikasan. Pero tandaan na tungkulin pa rin natin maging responsable dahil tayo rin ang magdudusa sa masamang epekto ng nalikha nating basura. Mobile journalist Francis Orsio po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.